Hey, it's Alicia Joy, Adventurous Nerd, and this kind of random Friday video, just want to tell you kind of what's going on in the reading world, or I guess in my reading world. So, this week there's been a lot of buzz about a book coming out by an author named Ryan Holiday. If you haven't heard, I believe the book comes out July 19th, and it's called Trust Me, I'm Lying. Confessions of a Media Manipulator. That's it. And what it is, I believe he calls himself, he's a media strategist. And so he's helped companies and individuals really brand themselves and get out there, and he uses the media. He manipulates the media to get stories really big. So usually he'll either release stories or ideas which are really controversial or offensive, things that basically garner a lot of reaction from other people. They usually elicit like a strong emotional reaction from people, and as we know, those are the things that, even if the reaction is negative, people are going to start talking about it. They talk about it a lot, and that brings a lot of attention to the individual or the company that he's trying to promote. So that's what he does, and the book comes out July 19th. I believe it's available now on pre-order. You can check it out, ryanholiday.net. The whole blog world is abuzz with it. That's why I mention it, because lots of people are talking about it. And I mean, it's interesting to listen to what he's talking about, just because even if you, like he mentioned several times, even if this isn't for you, this is what's going on. And this is one of the things that there are certain people who do this. They manipulate the media to get exposure. And I find things like that kind of fascinating to hear about, or at least interesting, I should say. Anyway, so check that out. Trust Me, I'm Lying. Interesting title too, right? Okay, so next, I'm going to talk about something kind of neat that I got at the library this week. I was at the library, and there are these signs for the adult book club. You know, I go to the library a lot. I talk about the library a lot, how I think it's so valuable and it's an underutilized resource. Anyway, there were some signs for some adult book club, and I was like, what exactly is this? Oh no, not an adult book club. The adult reading something. Golly, I don't remember the name of it. But it's like a competition or some adult thing. Group. I don't know. But the point is, between June something and August 3rd, you're supposed to read 5 books, which I've already done, and then you're supposed to report back on the books that you read, and you can win things. They also give you like a free little diary, and if you want, you can join in with some discussions. Kind of neat. But they gave me this little baggie, and inside the bag was this little thing. I think it's so cute. It's got like post-it notes and these little markers. And this is something that I do. I want you to catch this video. I have a video, part of the video series that I have about focused reading, which you can get from on the website here. If you go adventurousnerd.com/focus, you can get all the videos. And one of the videos, I have tips for your reading, how to remember things when you're reading, how to actually implement things that you've read that you think are positive, things that you know, changes you want to make in your life or your business, whatever it is, depending upon the book that you're reading. But there are little tools that I recommend that you use, and they aren't necessarily post-its, but I do recommend tabs like this, which you can get from Office Depot, Office Max, Staples, wherever. And I just thought this was the cutest little thing. It came all together. I'm not sure how, and it's got the library logo. I don't know where they got this, but I love little things like this. And I'm like, oh, the library's onto something, because I do something similar to this. And I will explain exactly what it is that I do and how it can help you in the video if you sign up for the free video series at adventurousnerd.com/focus. Anyway, isn't that cute? So that's that. Okay, now the books that I'm reading this week, you may already have seen the book review I did on this book called Twin Souls. Oh, it's all about that we have a twin soul out there in the world. And for those of us who are single, I guess it's like you could find it encouraging or nauseating, depending upon, you know, depending upon your views of it. But it's all supposed to be how to prime yourself to meet this true spiritual partner that you have, or how to recognize that true spiritual partner if they're already in your life. Because for a lot of us, that person's already there. So it's called Twin Souls. I did a review on it, a book review on it, and I asked you some questions if you agree with this or if you think it's a whole bunch of hogwash, or I don't know. Some people think there's no such thing as twin souls, soulmates, all that stuff is garbage. But it was a good book. So that was one book down that I read this week. Another book is The Power of Now. This is my book. As you can tell, it's not in the best condition. Oh my goodness. I've had it for a while and I've read it before and I'm rereading it because I do this. That's something that I highly recommend you do, especially books which have a deeper meaning or really thought-provoking. It's very easy to skim through these books quickly. Ooh, that sounds good. Oh, that sounds right. That's what you're thinking, you know. Intellectually, that all sounds like it makes sense. And yes, the power of now. I'm going to be present. And then you put the book down and what happens, right? Usually, like, not much. And if anything happens, it happens for a day or two. So it's important that you have a plan and that you really study these books. And that's also stuff I go over in my video series on how to get a bit more deeper meaning from these books, so you're not just reading them and then just moving on and nothing's really changing in your life. And one of the things is to reread books. You definitely, one time through a book, I don't think is sufficient, especially if the book is a book which is a bit meatier, like this. So I'm rereading it. Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle, I believe is how you pronounce his name. So okay, that's that. And then I got this book from the library this week, Soul to Soul. And I read a couple of passages from this book on the daily inspirations on my website, the audio recordings that I do. If you haven't checked those out, shame on you, you should. But anyway, it's pretty good, you know, I must say. It's it has some really interesting or thought-provoking, I'm sorry, that's my cell phone. If you could hear that, I don't know if you could hear my cell phone was just ringing. Okay, I totally digress. But I'm not going to go into it because I've been reading from this book on my book and the Daily Inspirations. So if you want to know, head on over to Adventurous Nerd if you're not already there. You know, head on over, listen to the Daily Inspirations. So that's it. In the comments below, let me know. Have you read any of these books? Do you like any of these books? Ta-da! Are you interested in any of them? Also, do you have little markers that you use to highlight favorite passages or quotes from the books that you read? Right? Let me know in the comments below. Or you could talk about Ryan Holiday, media manipulation. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you think it's disgusting? Do you think you can't stand things like that? Or, you know, or does it float your boat, as they say? Weird statement. But that's it. If you're watching this on YouTube, head on over, adventurousnerd.com. It's Alicia Joy. Thanks for watching.